All right, well, hello, 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 hello. That didn't come off right. But you know what? We're gonna roll with it. So listen, this is your boy, Lieutenant Cali. Cali. Yes, I'm doing this, recording this series of videos. I have a channel page on IG called Lessons from Toys, and as you can see in my background, there's more to me than meets the eye. So I'm gonna start this, and I've got one special guest, and we're going this thing live and uncut. So hold on. I'm just trying to get everything set up so I can roll with it. So, couple of things. Door didn't want to close. Hold on. Yep, that's right. I'm not editing anything. So, we're rolling with it. So, check this out. One of the things that I desire to do with my channel is to create good, positive content. I want to make you laugh. I want to have some humor in there. And it's not that I'm trying to be a comedian or trying to be funny or anything, but sometimes daily things that happen in our lives can be really hilarious. So I believe God has a sense of humor. And if we're made in his image and his likeness, some of us has that too. Also, we'll be doing a thing called, and these won't be like certain specific nights. It's just random, like fair or foul, fair or foul. Yes, I'm country, so I do have an accent. Fair or foul. Um, and then I also want to do one called where I interview people. I have different people come on from all different backgrounds. They don't necessarily have to be successful or successful in their own right. They don't necessarily have to be millionaires, stuff like that. Because I do a lot of content on entrepreneurship and business success and mindset principles. But this is going to be a random thing because everyone has a unique perspective, unique to them, but can be wisdom to others. So I'm not sure what that lesson, what that um, specific thing will be called, but I'm thinking more on the less of what has lessons you've learned, lessons from the past decade, lessons from 2025. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. But you'll get it as we go along. Trust me. Look, done is better than perfect. So I'm kind of winging this as I go. So I'm gonna have these things in place. I just know I want to get the channel up and going. I want to start creating content that you guys can enjoy. So that being said, what we're gonna do is gonna roll right in. I got a special guest for y'all. My first guest. Got a special one for you guys. I used to do a One Significant Purpose podcast years ago. It wasn't even a podcast, it was a call. We used to use freeconferencecall.com, you know, with that little jazz beat. Doom, digga, da, doom, 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 doom. I don't even know what this sounds like, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm bringing this guest on. I am so excited about what she's going to bring. Why? It's my little sister. We grew up together, spent many years together. But once she comes on, I'll introduce her and I'll let her share her story. And I got a couple of questions for her. I'm gonna pin her in the corner and see if she can come out. Now, I don't know what this girl finna say. So just be ready. Just be ready. Let me see. Let me let her know. Let me let her in, see if she's in the room. So, but anyway, yeah. So I know one day I'll do a session about my collection here, my Transformers collection. I love Transformers. I've been a Transformers fan for a multitude of years, and I'm trying different things with the light. So maybe in the comments, so you guys can email me or DM me on my page, Coach Cetris. That's Coach Cetris. My name is Cetris Ivy, by the way. Go by Lieutenant Cali. But anyway, maybe you guys can. Uh-oh, I think we got somebody on here, Miss iPhone 83. But yeah, so change this gallery look.
Okay.
There she goes. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. And so lessons from toys, you can also follow me there. And one significant purpose, one SP. So anyway, I've got a special guest with me tonight. Look at her. She looks so good, y'all. Look at her.
man. Stop boosting my head up. Don't do that.
Boosting
No, I'm
your
just playing.
head up. So,
No.
so tonight we're having sips and conversations.
I forgot my sip.
It's cran great.
Okay, gotcha. See, I forgot my sip.
You forgot your sip. So anyway, listen. Um, this young lady here, if anybody knows me, she does.
Do
Uh,
you?
boy, we used to share a room.
We shared a womb too.
We used to share a room. We shared a room and a womb.
And a womb.
Yep. Boy, we
Oh,
got some stories, boy. But anyway, I don't even want to belittle the time or stretch this any further. But I would like to say hi and good evening to my little sister, Miss Shayla. I used to say
clock that.
Shayla. I ain't gonna say her whole name, so I ain't even gonna put it out there like that. But Shayla, how you doing, girl?
I'm just good. I'm just good. It's been a long day,
Okay,
but thankful to be able to say that it's been a long day.
that's right.
You know,
Yeah. Hey, look, you're back home in the evening. Inky Johnson said something one time. It was really, I thought it was really great. He said one of the greatest gifts that we often take for granted is the fact that we leave our house in the morning and we assume that we're going to make it back there for the evening. He said that's one of the biggest
right.
things you take for granted because you don't even think about it.
You don't. You take so much for granted because you sit up here and you just, you're like, oh yeah, I'll be able to go, or yeah, no. Some people don't come back home. Some people leave and they don't get to go back home. So I always say, no matter what, that I'm very thankful that I got to come back home because somebody didn't.
Hmm.
That's just a
Yeah,
big thing
that's
for me.
true. I agree. I concur. Listen, before I even go into the questions that I'm gonna ask you, and before I even tell you to tell us a little bit about yourself, and I'm gonna have to fill everybody in, whoever watches this, in about this later. But I have a request.
Okay. Oh wow.
Let me see if you're gonna guess. Can you guess what this request might be? I don't even think I didn't ask you this in a while.
Um, no, I can't guess. Uh, no, can you give me a hint?
Look at she on the spot.
Yeah.
She don't know what to do. This joker done went and did her hair, put on makeup.
Wait, this melanin. Don't play. Don't play. Look at this. This is melanin. That's straight Vaseline, okay?
Boy, look at her like I'm God. Talk
Look,
about
this
the project.
it's the projects that made me do it. Ray used to always make me. Let me tell y'all something. The person that y'all see before, I ain't even gonna get into all of that, but just know that God is good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say growth, okay?
You said
Because y'all
gross.
growth. I'm gonna say
Oh,
because y'all
gross. I
don't
thought you said
know.
gross. Man,
Y'all
wait a minute.
don't know. Y'all know Tony and y'all know Cetris. I know Ray. I know Ray. Okay. So just if y'all want to know, y'all hit me up. I can tell y'all a little bit. You know.
Everything I've been through has shaping me into who I'm supposed to be. There we go.
Amen.
Yeah, so we used to have this thing where I don't know what she just started doing it one day. And she says the project. And she used to talk about like when we get in trouble, well, when she would get in trouble.
I got in
And she
trouble a
said it was
lot.
the project that made me do it. And she just had these random conversations and stuff. It was the project. And she was like a Baptist preacher. It was the project that made me
I
do
don't
it.
know
And
what
thinking
it was
people go
about
down
that
there.
that made you Shayla talk about the projects. And he would want me to do that all the time. And I did that as a kid, like for a long time. I guess that was our way of coping. I don't know.
Yeah, we had a lot to cope with.
Yeah,
We had a lot to cope with. So
it
look,
was neat.
check this out. So tell us, who is Shayla?
That's such a who is Shayla?
I
Wow.
don't know. I'm
That's such
asking.
a complex it's such a complex question because I'm many things to many people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm a nurse to some
Oh,
people, you know.
you pinching them
Um
old men.
I'm You have to. No, let me stop. If APS is out there watching, no,
Tell
I am
people they
good.
watching you.
If APS is watching, I am really good. No, but seriously though, to some people I'm a nurse. To some people I'm a manager. I'm a supervisor. I'm a friend. I'm a sister. I'm a daughter. And I'm really, once you get to know me, like, I'm really funny, because I love to have fun. I love to fix things. I love to, that's just a me thing. I don't know where I get that from. I love to fix things. I love to try to fix things, fix people,
Okay.
make people laugh. If you're having a bad day, you know what I'm saying? I want to take and let's do some karaoke. Let's sing it out. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
see,
Let's
wait a
dance.
minute. I'm gonna stop you right there. See, you talk about karaoke now. We can get it going. You
Listen.
know, matter of fact, this Friday, Backstreet Blues and Jazz. Let you know now. No, anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, I was gonna say I won't be able to make it, but no,
He said I won't be able to make
I
it.
won't be able to make that one. But I'm many things to many different people. It just all depends on, you know what I'm saying? I guess what angle you're looking at me from. I wear many hats, you know.
Interesting.
Uh
Okay. Should
the
have been a
best hat,
carpenter.
a what?
A carpenter. You say you like
Actually,
fixing things. A mechanic. Like Uncle
actually,
Charles. We had an Uncle
Uncle
Charles.
Charles taught me a couple of things. I'm gonna tell you, he told me one valuable lesson he taught me a long time ago. I don't know if it made me too independent because the sister is single. You know what I'm saying? Because he told me, he said, Shayla, I'm gonna teach you. And Charles had a funny way of telling people stuff, but he was like, I'm gonna teach you. He said, I want you to want a man, but not need a man. And I think that
Uncle
is something,
Charles told you that?
yeah. And
He had
so
some
he
wisdom.
would make me go outside with him when he would piddle, because that's what he would call it.
Piddle.
And he taught me piddle. He'd piddle with things. And so he taught me how to change oil. Not that I would have to go out there and do it, but I know how to do it. And he taught me a couple of things under the hood. He said, let me tell you something. When you take your car over here to go get it fixed, he said, you want to know a little bit of something so that they can't get over on you. It's not that
Interesting.
you're going to go out here and fix it, but it's you can fix it if you need to be.
If you
If
need to.
it's, you know what I'm saying? And so he was like, so I don't want you to ever need a man. I want you to want a man. And that makes the playing field way different. And it took me a minute to get that, but now I go by that rule. I would like you, I would want you, but I don't need you. I can make it without you. Now, true enough, I'm going to take my car to the Nissan company and get that oil change. Can I do it? Absolutely. Am I going to do it? Absolutely not.
She
But
said absolutely not.
absolutely not. I'm going to pay the 79.95 every time. But can I do it? Absolutely, because that's he took the time to teach me those fundamental things. Can I change a tire? Absolutely. Am I going to? Absolutely not. But I can. You feel me? So it's
Uncle
just a matter of
Charles, the thing that Uncle Charles taught me uh was mind over. He used to always say this, Ray, it's mind over matter. Well, I do two fingers. He said mind over matter. You saw that, didn't you?
yeah.
Yeah, Ray. He said he always would say mind over matter. And I didn't
Mhm.
realize till, man, look, gonna be 50. I didn't realize this till I was 49.
Man.
But I knew it, but I just, sometimes, sometimes you gotta repeat the first grade, the fifth grade, the sixth grade until you
Um,
become
I
wise
don't
enough
know
to
about
pass it.
you said complete. Could what
I said
redo?
repeat. No, none of us repeat it, but I'm just saying. Of course, they
I
don't
would
do
say,
it
I know you got a
nowadays.
whooping. We didn't play about the grades. You had to redo what class? No,
I had to do chemistry twice. But
mm-mm.
but yeah, but so, just getting that. But yeah, he used to always say mind over matter.
He
Mind over.
was.
Because if you can do it in your head, as a man, I got this tattoo on my chest right now. Proverbs, it says, as a man thinketh in his heart,
Mhm,
then so is he. You'll never outperform your own self-image. So yeah,
mhm.
mind over matter. And I realize that now. It's such an important lesson. So we got a lot of things from Uncle Charles. Boy, he was funny. He was
I'm
funny.
gonna tell you, Charles was one funny person. Like some of the things he would say, I would never forget. Just some of the things he would say. He told me one time, he said, Shayla, I know you because I had a gap. And anybody who knows me knows I hated the gap because it was like a big gap. And so he said, Shayla, I know you lie. He said, because you got a gap. And it was like, so why would you say that to me?
Why would you
And
say
then,
that?
why would you say? And then I'll never forget, like, I had my first child, and he was like, Shayla, you can't do nothing right. You had a pretty
Boy,
baby,
I
but
was
she's
there that
all
day. We was in Grandmama kitchen. I was there that
yes.
day. Boy, he
And
was,
I'm like,
our uncle, he used to drink. So he enjoyed,
I'm gonna tell you,
yeah, he
that's
enjoyed
an
his,
understatement.
that's an understatement. Boy, Shayla was sitting there and her the daughter was a baby. Child walked by. He looked down. He said, "Look at this baby." He
Can't
said, "You
do.
can't do nothing right." I
And at the time, I was so mad. Like, what?
was like, "What?"
Who does that?
Right, your uncle gonna tell it to the niece.
Right, but and he meant no harm because
Right, right.
he meant no harm. You just have to know him. I'll never forget. I
You
had a
got to know
friend.
him.
Yeah, you have to know him. God, if you didn't know him, you're gonna be embarrassed because
Oh,
he.
you be embarrassed, offended, upset,
Yeah.
pissed off.
So I used to always warn my friends, and I had this one friend, and I'll never forget it. And he came, and he was so aggravating because when he would get drunk, he would get aggravating. So he kept saying something to her, and she was like, "Gone." He said, "All right, now you cute now, but you ain't all that." And I'm like,
Who's Uncle Charles said that?
"Yes." He was so embarrassing, and to this day, we still talk about that. And then there was like this time where he kept getting my friend name wrong because Charles had the house everybody wanted to go to. It had the pool,
Yep.
like a little race car in the back, every gadget, snack pack you think of it, he had it at his house. So
Uncle
wanted to bring
Charles
my
and Aunt
friend.
Maxie.
Yeah, and so I brought my friend over there, and he couldn't get it. He said, "What's your name, girl?" And I said her name, and he was like, "Tadashika." Tylenol. I said, "Oh God, dog, what are you doing?" It's so embarrassing because how do you explain, to your friends who you're trying to make you think, okay, we're gonna come over, we're gonna have fun, and my uncle over here making fun of your name. He
Yeah,
over
just
here.
think when you got a girlfriend that's not used to them kind of people and
Oh
people that
God.
drink a lot and you bring them down all the way from out of town
Yeah, and he's
in
spitting
the
when he
90s.
talk. He's spitting when he talk. Every time he say something, would you stop talking? They're gonna go back and talk about us. I gotta go to school over here. What is you doing? That big, and it don't be the little spit that you barely stick spit because you've been drinking and you stop getting so close in their face, man. You're not matching. You know what I'm saying? You got these shoes tied right tight. And it was everything was going on all at once. His collar half up. You know what I'm saying? As a unit,
You
we
did.
didn't look, you
You
know,
did.
yeah. And then it wasn't a regular shirt, it's half your shirt up on the side and collar over right here. And you got your New Balances like you finna go man the grill. They tied right tight.
Man.
No,
But
sit
come Monday
down.
morning, he was ready for work.
Monday
I don't
morning,
know how he did it. I don't know how
he
he did it.
Monday morning, his pants fit as they should, and so did the shirt. He was tucked in. Hair, and he never went to the barber shop, but he always kept a haircut. His hair didn't grow one. I don't know which one it was, but I never saw Charles at a barber shop. Not never,
Yeah, now that you mentioned it, you're right. But man,
never.
I'm gonna tell you though, I knew he met his match. And Maxie said the same thing.
Well,
I bought Vita. Charles said, Ray, this woman from Mississippi. Started calling her Backwood, Mississippi. And here we are 25 years later. Boy, he loved Vita. They were, Maxie said that's what he needs. Somebody's gonna talk back to him. Because he say something crazy, she say something. They were perfect. That was like, I like, all right.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, let's get into this. Let's get into this. So
Let's get
I
into
asked
meat
you
and
a few
potatoes.
questions.
You did. Go
Uh,
back.
Huh?
What's the first one? I didn't memorize them. So what's the first?
She
Because
said I
I
did
couldn't.
memorize them.
I didn't because I did two things. I did like nine different things before I even got that started. So
How was the tacos? You told me you were making tacos.
I think that was a little salty.
She
Um,
said it was a little salty.
I'm not even gonna tell a story. You know, my stomach is doing something funny right now, so I really don't know.
Okay.
Um,
I remember one
gotcha.
time I was bragging about these eggs I would make, and I was at my at Nay's house, my older sister. I was at Nay's when she
Uh,
stayed here in St. Louis. And I was bragging on these eggs. Everybody was waiting for them. House full. I think we had Anna wasn't born in, so it was it was five of us, and then all of Nay and Nay, her husband, and her three daughters. I'm bragging on these eggs, and I put too much salt. Boy, I over seasoned them eggs. Them eggs were so salty, make your lips draw up.
Phew, boy, I know you were
I just
dehydrated.
looked around as everybody was tasting it, looking at their faces. I was like, yeah, I know I messed them up, didn't I? They're like, Vita, and you know, Vita gonna let you know. She said, you put a little too much salt on them eggs.
Worse than your brother, Quincy, who thinks he's like a gourmet. You know, he think he Gordon Ramsay, and he took and we I don't know if it was Thanksgiving or Christmas, and he was in charge of chicken, and it was so Quincy had like 100 pieces of chicken he was responsible for frying, and I think the first 5 pieces were amazing, but as he went on, he got creative, and he poured sugar. It was like sugar all over the chicken. And he was like, yeah, I put sugar on the chicken. It's gonna be good. And I'll never forget we was all pieces of chicken to each other, just like you get the chicken. And we was trying to give it to Janiyah because Janiyah eat anything, but even Janiyah would not eat this sweet sugar chicken. I
That
don't
joke
even
was
know where
experimenting with the family meal.
on a holiday. Do you know how important it is
Just
to eat?
sugar.
You couldn't have did that on a weekend visit. You wait till Christmas or Thanksgiving to take an experiment with 100 pieces of chicken, and you didn't take and do half. You sugared every piece of chicken in there, and then wondered why, when it was time, to go and put the food up, all the chicken was still in the pan. You can rinse that off. We're not gonna eat that.
She said you can rinse that off.
You can you can rinse that off, sir. We're not eating that. But okay,
Man. All right. So, first question. Are you
okay.
ready? What lessons have you learned in the first half of this decade? So we're in the decade now from 2020. It's crazy. Kobe, COVID, and the rest goes on. But anyway, 2020, we're at the end of 25. So to 2025, what
From
lessons have you learned in the first half? Because we're at halftime. In the first half of this decade, or what has the first half of this decade taught you from 2020 to 2025? And you've got the floor.
oh my God. So, oh
She
my,
got serious. Y'all hear that? She got serious.
it did because it it taught me a lot. First of all, it taught me that it's possible, and to me that means everything. It just 2020 to 2025 taught me that it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Because coming from where I came from, and in that era, that's when I took and I decided I'm going to nursing school. It was possible. I got in, I passed. That was possible. I was a property manager. I knew nothing about being a property manager doing tax credit properties, but it was possible. I did it and I was good at it. Um, Becoming a nurse was good at it. It was possible. Um, Being a grandmother, like it's
Wait a minute, did
possible.
you say grandmother? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all. She's a grandmother.
I
Told you
am.
look good, y'all. I told y'all grandmothers are getting younger and younger.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm 18. No, I'm just,
She said,
but
I'm 18.
I do not sound that country. Do not play with me. But no,
I
seriously
drink the
though,
water.
this half of this decade, it just showed me so far it's taught me that it's possible. You know what I'm
It's
saying? The
possible.
sky's the limit. And that's pretty much my motto. It's possible. If I think it, you know what I'm saying, I can go after it. You know what I'm saying? It's obtainable. You know what I'm
And
saying?
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
set myself, don't put myself in a box. You know what I'm saying? Anything is obtainable. I'm the only thing holding me back. So that's what I taught myself. You know what I'm saying? I was the only thing that was holding myself back. You
And
know, so
you
that's
said
what
it's
taught
possible. I like that because,
me.
you know, so you said being a property manager, you did it well. It's
Mhm.
possible. I could do that.
It's
Never thought in 1,000 years is that something that you would be doing.
never.
Here's the thing
And it
about
was
when
never
you
nothing that
do it.
I set out to do. It was never nothing. It was like it presented itself. And when I say I had no background in it, no anything in it, you see what I'm saying? It was possible. I learned it from the bottom up where I was able to teach others, where
Yeah.
they were asking me how to do things. And for me, it wasn't like I had somebody sitting before me and training me. My company was out of Mississippi and Texas. So
Uh-huh.
everything that I had to learn over a phone. You see what I'm saying? So there was no hands-on training. So I say it's possible. It's possible.
And the thing
You know.
about that is that the more you do it,
Mhm.
whatever it is, whatever venture, whatever endeavor you're taking on, the more you do it and you start to succeed, you that's why it's important to celebrate small wins, because small wins lead to big wins. Eric Thomas says something so powerful. He says, "Small steps, great distances." Because if you take enough small steps, you're gonna get to where you're going. You might not be taking leaps and bounds, like it seems like a lot of people on social media doing, because I'm telling you, a lot of this stuff probably is not real, or a lot of people just kind of faking the funk. What they used to say back in the day, they flogging.
Oh,
But some of it is, some of it is, and of course we celebrate them because we see them now in their harvest season, but we didn't see them when they was out tilling the
that's
field,
what I'm saying. And that's something
cultivating the seeds.
that was something that I had to learn and going through a process because like you just said, your journey may not necessarily be my journey. And a lot of times what we see on social media is the end result. We don't see what happened to get to there. So all I see is you at graduation, or all I see is you at your job, you know what I'm saying, being at that level. I never see you working from the ground up because you may not have necessarily posted that. You only showed me, you know what I'm saying? So that was something that I had to realize is stop focusing on social media
Mm.
because their journey is not necessarily my journey.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? Their
right,
walk isn't necessarily mine. And so it made me feel like I wasn't measuring up. And that's something that I had to stop looking like, hey, we're not measuring up because just because yours looks like this doesn't mean that mine is wrong.
right, right, right,
So
right, right.
that was something that I had to take away from that. Also, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, but at the end of the day, again, people aren't. I'm not seeing your whole journey. I may just be capturing the end of your journey. Very seldom do people put their whole journey on there, the bottom, the struggle, and this, that, and other. They're gonna put you at the beginning. You don't see the part
Right. Let me see
people
your
selling.
scars because
Yeah,
we all got the scars.
yeah,
Like the
they're
scars
selling
is
the
what knock a
tape.
lot of us out.
Yeah, the selling the mixtapes in the back of their trunk. You don't see that with the rap moguls. You know what I'm saying? You don't see them peddling CDs at the gas station. You know what I'm saying? On the freeway. All you see is them now on, BET where they are now. You don't see the six different mixtapes that they made that were circling around out here. You know what I'm saying? That nobody ever really heard. That may have got one play on the radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they've been out here for 10, 15 years. We just now seeing them now. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
because
saying?
they done
Because
blew up now.
they
Now
don't blew up now.
it's like
So yeah, we
we
don't
look at them and
necessarily see
like
that.
you're an overnight success. And it's
And
like,
that's
no, I'm
what
not
we're
an
looking at.
overnight success. I've been doing
Yes,
this for
I've
20
been
years.
putting work in. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? or the actors who've been in little bitty roles who you may have never paid attention to because all they had was a spot in the coffee shop drinking coffee that didn't have any
Sitting in the
lines.
back like this.
Yeah, action, you know, and then that's the it. You know what I'm saying? There are some films that people say they've been in. I've never even. You can't even find it on YouTube, let alone Tubi.
She
You
said,
know,
she said too, man.
you can't even find those pictures. So, you know,
Hey, them Tubi movies.
right. Let me tell you, Tubi. Woo, but it is possible. So that's my takeaway as far as what I'm saying. This
It's
half
possible.
of
I like
it's
that. I
possible.
like that. Yeah, yeah. I like that because you said it's possible.
Hmm.
And the more you do it, the more you accomplish, like I said before, the more your confidence builds. And that confidence, that repeat confidence, and you're thinking it's possible, like, man, everything that I thought would happen was all in my head because none of it happened.
Hmm.
So sometimes I watched years ago, it was a Steven Seagal. I don't know if it was Mark for Death or Hard to Kill
Both
or
of them
Out
were
for
really good
Justice.
movies, by the way.
Yeah, it was either Mark for Death, Hard to Kill, or Out for Justice. Steven Seagal said he was finna kill one. I think it was the one with the Jamaicans. I think that's Mark for Death, where he was
He
going
had the
against all the
ponytail,
Jamaicans.
right?
Huh?
He had the ponytail.
Yep, had the ponytail. He said, anticipation of death is far worse than the death itself.
What you said, the death may not even hurt, but you just thinking about it
He
coming,
said it
like
might
a
not even,
whooping.
well, I mean, it's like, and then that's it, but
I tell you, sometimes your punishment, Mama would tell us, you get the whooping when you get home. What?
boy,
I, why would you tell me that? Why not just whoop me? Why not just go ahead and whoop me? Why would you make me wait 8 hours before the whooping? So now I don't spend the last 8 hours of my life thinking about how it's gonna hurt and how the lashes are gonna go across. I will never forget. Mama came, I snuck out to a complex party and I went and Thad told it. He did, he told it.
Thad, that's our other
Yeah,
little brother, Thad. So she
yeah.
mentioned Quincy. So it's four of us.
And so
Yeah, me, Shayla,
he
Thad, Quincy.
he told it. And so my mom, you got to know my mom is a different type of petty. Okay. She's a different type of petty. So she literally, by the way, love her to death. Amazing lady. Okay. Couldn't ask for a better mom. I mean, you probably could if you had Claire Huxtable or somebody. No, I'm just playing. But no. So, but anyways, so she comes to the party and somebody says, Shirley, your mom outside. And I'm like, what? Oh my God. So I go outside
You
and
probably
she
was
like,
scared.
I was scared. I'm like, man, because she known for hitting you in front of somebody. She don't care. And so I went outside and she was like, I'm whooping you when you get home. I'm thinking she finna take me home. Let's just go ahead and get this over with. You getting a whooping when you get home. I go on back in the party. What? How can I? So it's like she want me to go. How can I enjoy
So
myself?
what'd you do?
And,
You went
and
back in.
I went and told him she was just asked if I was hungry. She was gonna bring me something back to eat because I hadn't ate before I left for the party. You don't tell your friends you don't snuck to the party. They already know your mama's strict, and you go in there. I'm getting a whooping when I get home. I was the only one. I'm like 16 years old. I'm the only one still getting whoopings. And then for you to come to the party, this was a grown folks party. This wasn't a high school homecoming dance. This was a party, like a hood party. And you gonna come and get me, put me in the car to tell me you gonna whoop me when I get home, and then say get back out, go to the party. I don't think I spoke to Thad no more. I think I tried to tie him up and slap his lips off because why would you tell that? That that's the kind of mother that we had,
Yeah, yeah, I
like
remember that time. I hid my girlfriend in the closet. She was going to Jackson to go shopping.
yep, I remember that because guess who got the whooping for that? Me. And you know how I got
You got in trouble
bribed?
for that too?
Yeah, because I got bribed. Let me tell you something. That girl had a pair of red pants. And why I wanted them red pants, I don't know. But that was in back then. Colored pants was in back then. You can't really find them now. I don't even begin to know where you would find a pair of red pants. But there was a pair of red
I
pants, and she said, I'll let you wear my red pants if you don't tell. So I shut up. I'm not gonna tell. 'Cause I'm finna worry. I'm gonna be fine. I'm be shocked when I go to school
Shocked.
Monday. I'm gonna be shocked. I'm gonna put this yellow shirt on. I'm finna be mustard and ketchup when I get to school, and I'm finna be shocked.
That joke
Dog,
said
mama
mustard
came
and
home
ketchup.
and found her in the closet. I don't know if they was in there sneezing or sniggling or what. But why I got the whooping, I didn't sneak a soul in there. But I got the whooping. I didn't get the red pants. I, I don't.
Man, look, man, that joker put her shoes by the front door. So I'm thinking I at least got, maybe for her to get to Jackson, maybe an hour. She gonna
Yeah.
shop an hour and a half, 2 hours, then an
Mhm.
hour back. So I'm thinking I got 4 hours.
Yeah.
That joker, man, wasn't 30 minutes.
Within
That
30
joker came
minutes, she went
in,
to Jackson Street. She can go to them Jackson
right,
stop.
came in, and so I saw it coming. So I told my girlfriend to hide in the closet. And I'm thinking, all right, when she leave or whatever she do, I can just sneak her out. It was, man, this was probably about 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And Joe got in that closet, and Mama walked through the front door, and she saw her shoes. But I didn't know she saw her shoes. So she played it off. That girl sat in that closet till about 8 or 9 o'clock that night.
And
And then
we was
finally,
the type
Mama,
of family that took and had dinner together.
right.
So we gonna sit. The food is fixed, and you would thought it'd have been a feast. You know what I'm saying? It may be some dry green beans or something,
She
few pieces of
said,
chicken
she said some dry green beans.
or something. But we sitting at the table like literally like they do, on
Oh,
TV.
man.
We sitting at the table,
I'm
and she in the closet.
anticipating the pain and the trouble I'm about to get in. And I'm like, how am I going to get out of this one? The
But you never
anticipation of
got
death
in
is far
trouble.
worse than death. Oh, I got a
I,
whooping. She woke me up because remember, I had to walk her home. And I stayed until like 2 or 3 in the morning. I won't wait till she was asleep. So I snuck back in the house and went to bed. She woke me up about 6 in the morning while she was on her way to work. I hadn't woke up for school yet. That just woke me up to a switch.
I'm
Yes.
gonna tell you,
Thank God I was half asleep because it was hurting, but I was trying to figure out what was going on.
I really think that I should be paid for some of my trauma that I went through.
She said something about trouble.
Because I'm gonna tell you, Mama made me take a picture. I don't know if that was fifth grade, but I had on a romper, a lilac floral print romper with a lilac turtleneck. And then she proceeded to grease me up,
I gotta find that picture. I'm gonna put it on here.
pull my hair back, and send me out for picture day. So I look like something squeezing out of a pimple, just shiny. And
That joke said something squeezing out of a pimple. I think I
something
got that picture. Hold on. Let me see. Keep going.
really would you
That
yeah.
joke said squeezing out of
It's just ridiculous the things that she did to me, you know. No, we ain't gonna find the picture. What's question two? Are we ready for question two? You gonna look for it too.
Is this it? Is that it?
Boy, you ain't nothing. No, that ain't it. I look like a little boy. I look like my name ought to be Rob. Just nothing but forehead and ears. And then it's got the nerve to be black and white. At least, why are you getting out? That look like an inmate picture. That look like one of those pictures from when. Put the picture down. What is you doing? That look like, well, you know how they have those pictures where people went to prison to be like, this is what they were. They went as a kid. Look
uh,
like he was back in Mississippi. And I went for like it looked like right before execution. That's what my
he
picture
said,
looked
right.
like.
I'm tired, boss.
Yeah, look, that's why would she do right there? I ought to be awarded $1.2 million for the pain and suffering the way that picture
Hey, but
did.
she did. She
She did what? Grease me up. We ain't
All
never
right,
had to worry
next
about
question. You're
arresting.
silly. She said, "What he brings me up?" Let me go to these question. That oh, shit.
Question two.
All
I
right,
can't even focus. No,
If you could go back in time, you could go
Okay.
back in time, back to the future, and talk to the 25-year-old you. What three things, or just what sound, it ain't got to be three things, but what advice would you give him or her? Now think about it, and before you answer it, I will be right back because all right, so yeah, so if you could go back and talk to the 25-year-old version of you, or
Ooh.
yeah, just the 25-year-old you, what advice would you give her? What would you say? What would the today's Shayla tell the 25-year-old Shayla?
Let go. Stop holding on. You know what I'm saying? Stop being scared. Step out. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of things crippled me. The fear of things such as rejection and failure crippled me. And, you know what I'm saying, caused me to hold on to things longer than I probably should have. Caused me not to do things. So I think, the older me would definitely tell, the 25-year-old me to, it's okay to let go. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
yeah, you know, it's okay to, you know what I'm saying, to try to venture. Cause
Well,
I,
you
I feel
moving it,
like, huh?
so you moving that camera around, you're gonna get somebody a seizure.
I about gave myself a seizure when I hit my head a while ago, just a second ago, trying to get situated. I hope didn't nobody notice that.
But go ahead, finish. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, but I definitely would. There's so much, you know what I'm saying? I would tell myself not to be a people pleaser. I spent, I think, my teens, my 20s, you know what I'm saying, and 30s trying to please people and be what people wanted me to be and not what I wanted to be. And so I would take that time and I would choose me. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because I chose a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, other than choosing myself. I would take and I would tell myself to, you know what I'm saying, love what I see when I look in the mirror. Because the younger version of me, when I looked in the mirror, I didn't love what I saw. You know what I'm saying? So I would tell that younger version to love what you see. Every flaw, you know what I'm saying, everything, to love it. Um and embrace it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because
right,
that
right.
that's who I am. You see what I'm saying? You can change a lot of things, but who you are is who you are. I'll never forget, I thought, fixing my gap would change so many different things. But in fact, my face still remained the same. I still saw the same person when I looked in the mirror, and I had to learn to love what I saw. You see what I'm saying? Not what I thought other people saw or what I thought other people would see, but love what I saw.
Yeah,
And you know what I'm saying? And I think I would have got a lot further in life if I would have loved, because that would explain holding on to things a lot longer than I needed to hold on to them. If I actually loved what I saw, I wouldn't have held on to those things.
right. I got you. I
So,
got you.
so that's what I would tell myself.
Yeah.
Love what you see and be proud of who that is. And to enhance, you see what I'm saying, what you see instead of trying to change it, but enhance those things about myself, you know?
Okay. I like that.
Mhm.
That's nice. I think for me, I would probably
Deep at, did I
huh?
woo did I woo you with that deepness?
You
No, I'm
you
just
you wooed me with the deepness. She went deep on me, y'all. She went deep on me. Yeah, I like that. That was let go.
let
Let
go.
go of the things that's holding you back that you don't even realize it because you feel like I have to, or you think that you need it, but in
Hmm.
reality you really don't because this is the picture you've painted, or these are the things that you've told yourself. That self-talk is something else, man. That
So
self-talk.
you're holding on to a lot of times, and I don't even think we know it, but we hold on to other people's perceptions of what they feel we should be. So we're not even pleasing ourselves. We're people pleasing.
Right,
What you call
right,
it thinks
right.
I should be this, and what you call it thinks that I should be this, and he thinks that my hair looks good short, so I'm gonna cut it. Well, she says my hair looks good long, so I'm gonna put this. Come on now. So you end up. That's how the asymmetrical bob got started. Because you don't know who to please. Short on this side, long on the other. You don't have a clue. But if you would have just learned to embrace it, I appreciate your opinion. You see what I'm saying? But that does not, at the end, it's ultimately what you want.
Right, right, right. Yeah. Yeah, I would probably tell myself one of the things I would tell myself is definitely believe much sooner,
Mhm.
believe much bigger.
That's it.
Believe much sooner, believe much bigger. Um, believe bigger, so just believe because everything is in your head, like we said a while ago, everything's in your head, man. Um,
Mhm.
there's an old, what is it, the old African proverb that talks about if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can't do you no harm.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I mean, that's true because, man, we'll talk ourselves either into something or out of something
What you said.
all the time.
And most of the time you're talking yourself out of something because I'll never forget. I would tell myself, "Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I'm not smart enough to do
Don't even
this.
try.
I'm not this." And to be honest, one thing, and I've even heard, one thing that I have found is that this nursing thing, I absolutely love this nursing thing and I'm good at it. It's natural. And I just feel like had I not have talked myself out of it,
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying? There's no limit to where I could be, what I'm saying, at this point in my life. And then even, you know, shoot, recently it's, oh, I'm too old to go back to school. And oh, you see what I'm saying? You get to talk trying to talk yourself out of doing things
Right, right.
instead of, again, it's possible. You see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
possible, which is what I've started telling myself. It's possible. I can
Sometimes
do it.
sometimes you're the answer that you seek.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, think about it. Colonel Sanders didn't start KFC till he was 60, in his 60s.
I tell you what, I don't know
Wasn't
who
what I
he
hear.
sold his recipe to, but he need to go get it back because they is messing him up. They don't lost the recipe over there. They not finished cooking the chicken and everything else. That's
Why ain't been to KFC since they stopped selling hot wings?
they sell them now.
They sell them again.
Yeah.
Well, Lee's then took over. The spicy wingettes, game
You know
over.
what? I don't know. I think Lee Jr. the one got the one down here, but it ain't good. Y'all may have
She
Lee Senior.
said Lee Jr.
Lee Jr. got the one down here, and they ain't using the same. It's not my favorite.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of people love Lee's, but it's again, disclaimer, my personal opinion. And
Oh yeah. It's just your opinion. Your opinion.
just my personal opinion. I don't. I, I'm not gonna eat Popeyes. I'm gonna tell you something else people like that I don't care for. That's Chick-fil-A. I ain't gotta have.
Oh,
I
Chick-fil-A is
no thank
delicious.
you.
Look, I had to pause for a minute. I'm like, what you finna say about Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, Chick-fil-A ain't got enough sin on their
You
chicken
the
for
first
me.
person. They ain't got enough who?
Enough sin on their chicken. That chicken is holy. Okay. I'm talking about it is a they seriously, it's a no for me. It's not sinful. No, I'm sorry, I don't. No.
Man,
So
cool, cool.
yeah, I
All
don't
right,
care
so
for it.
be confident,
Okay.
or it's possible.
It's possible. Mm.
Yeah.
Love who you are. And that's, what I'm saying? Love who you are. Look in the mirror and love what you see. And that's something that I think everybody, and I know everybody will look at themselves and be like, oh, honey, I know I'm fine. But do you really? I'm not talking about that physical appearance because everybody is cute to somebody. Nobody mother woke up and said, "Ooh, my baby." Now I did say my kids was funny looking. I didn't call them ugly, but at a point in time they were funny looking. Everybody goes through a funny looking stage. I'm gonna be honest. But no mother looks at their child and be like, "Oh, you know what I'm saying? My child is ugly." So nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wakes up and probably thinks they're ugly.
Right,
However,
right.
physical
Exactly.
appearance,
I
their
agree.
physical appearance
I think
probably could be different. That's the way I
she said
could put it.
it
It's
could be different.
different.
Yeah.
But when I say look and look, when I say look at yourself, look in that mirror, and I want you to look inside and love everything about you. Love your personality, your heart. You see what I'm saying? Everything about you. To love that. I'm starting to do that. You know what I'm saying? Love who I am.
Right,
I
right.
love making decisions every day based on just me, not what would this person think or what would this person think or what would I don't care what you think. If that's something I want to do and I'm not, hurting anybody, I'm going to do it because that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's my credit card. No, I'm just playing.
Man,
My credit card is
cool,
in trouble.
cool.
It
But
is. It's going through.
yeah. Man, this was good. This was good.
It
Have to
was.
do this
I like
again.
this. We have to. We're gonna do some.
I've been telling you, me and Vita both been telling you for years, you need to get your podcast, start your podcast.
So listen, so me and some of the girls at work, we were talking and they were saying that we should do a podcast. And I wanted to name the podcast because it was like me and it was different shades of black. And we were just going to talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? Because we were all different. And so, like, I think it started on a topic of how you make tuna. And I never knew there were so many different ways that people made tuna. Now, one woman I told her, you just don't worry about at the potluck, you bring forks, utensils, and sodas. She had her three ingredient tuna. And I think it was onion. It may have just been onion and tuna.
She
I
said
don't
it well.
know. I cannot remember, but from that day forward, what you tuna ain't because I thought everybody made tuna the same. You got your egg, your sweet relish, a little bit of sugar, your mayo, little mustard for color, mix it all together. You know what I'm saying? It little salt, little pepper, little sugar. Bam. You see what I'm saying? That's how you make tuna. Absolutely not. Some people don't. Some people take and I don't like sweet tuna. What? You don't put sugar in your tuna? Some people don't put egg in their tuna. I don't know how it can be tuna without egg.
Right.
Some people use Greek yogurt. I said, what are you using it for? Color? Because that don't even make any sense. So I learned a lot about somebody by how they prepare their food. And the way she prepared her tuna, I knew I would never go and eat. You know what I'm saying? With her, we could go out to eat and she could order her meal. I'm gonna order my meal. But yeah, that told me a lot about her. That pretty much told me what I needed to know.
She said
Yeah,
what I needed to know.
yeah,
Okay.
it did. Hmm.
Well,
Uh,
I can bake some mean tilapia and chicken.
they told me what I needed to know about you. Nobody bakes fish, bakes tilapia. First of all, tilapia ain't even a real fish. Have you went fishing and fished for tilapia?
I like I don't do a lot of fried foods. Not here at the house.
You
So we
can't even
bake
fry the
everything.
fish taste out of that. It's gonna taste like fish. Fish is supposed to be fried till you fry the fish out of it. That still smell like fish.
What?
Yeah, that ain't good.
She said that ain't good. All right.
Yeah, you can do that.
Anyway, this has been great.
It's been
We
amazing.
have had tea time with Shayla, conversation with Shayla. Are you on
Listen,
any social media?
I am on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram and Snapchat.
I be hearing about stuff about Snapchat.
Listen, I ain't been on Snapchat. I only use it for the filters and the pictures. Uh, got plenty of pictures with my grandson. I do like TikTok. I will get on TikTok and do a video here or there.
I saw
But
that video
we
you and Mama
definitely
did.
listen, your mama would be shamed. Again, our mom is different. She's different. So, but yeah. But anywho, I think I'm gonna find a different topic and we're gonna find some different people and we're gonna get on here and we're gonna discuss some things. I
We
think
need to get our brother Philando on here.
that would be nice. We can get Philando on here and we can even discuss, growing up, what I'm saying, versus how our kids came up.
Totally
Um,
different. Totally different. Totally different.
totally different. Only thing different, let's see, I beat my kids, my mom beat me. Some traditions you don't want to give up. Uh, I will never forget, and this is nothing against my mom. Again, my mom is an amazing person. I think I am the strong person I am today because of her.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely.
yeah, she is a person that I aspire to be like. You know what I'm saying? Because she has a lot going for herself.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
absolutely a lot of this is for fun. It's true. Let's throw that out there for the free. These are
She
all
said
facts.
it's true. It's all facts.
All facts, but for humor and nothing, against anything. But I'll never forget, she had this pink plastic flip flop that she got from like the dollar store. And if you've
Them
ever
ones hurt the most.
man, let me tell you something. That plastic, that Barbie doll plastic that shoe was made out of, and she swatted me across I still feel the swat, what I'm saying, from that lick in the middle section of your back with a pink flip flop and you got on a halter top. Do you know what that's like? I don't even know what I did. But that pink, I think I burnt that flip flop, set it on fire, and threw it away. I listen. Some of them beans, I don't even think I deserve. Now, the one, I think I set our kitchen on fire. So, I
Oh
mean,
boy.
I'm not going to say I didn't deserve some of the whoopings. I just didn't deserve the objects that I was whooped with. How about that? I'm
I
not
got
going
you.
to,
I got you.
not
Grandma
going
was
to
tough
ever
too. Grandma picked
deserve.
up a G.I. Joe plane on me one time. The Conquest X-30, to be exact. The G.I.
The
Joe Conquest X-30.
man,
I looked, I said, that's a big plane. That's some hard plastic.
you got hit with a plane. Like, could
G.I.
you
Joe
imagine?
Conquest X-30.
I don't think these kids understand it because they are McCall Children's Services. Man, I don't. Did Children's Services exist back then?
It
I don't
did,
think they.
but
I don't think they were for kids back then. Because back then you go get. I think I got a whooping at school one time. I mean, the
that's
teachers
happened.
called. Yeah, the teacher called for me to get the whooping. And can I go back and call CPS on her today?
Nowadays, the teacher, they'll call the parent up there when the parents start going upside the kid's head. We can't do that here in the school.
I'll never forget they called them on me. That woman, and to this day, I'm not gonna mention this school. I'm not gonna say who did it, but when they came to my door and I told them, they was like, "Oh, she comes to school. She's neat, hair's done, and she looks so good." And she, "Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am." I told that woman, I looked her dead in her face. I said, "You know why? Because I whoop her before she get to the school. That's why she polite and neat and everything that she's supposed to. Because I'm old school. She got a whooping right before she got to school this morning, and she know if she cut up, she gonna get another one when she get back home." And then I said, "But you know what? If I can't whoop her, here you go, pack up." No, no, ma'am. We didn't come to take her that. We were coming to look for some alternatives. Maybe if you could give her a sticker every time she cleaned up her room. I said, "It ain't." not going to buy a
A
sticker, a
sticker.
chart. Yeah, talking about, and if she doesn't, she cleans her room all week long, then you can buy her prize. I said, I'm not buying her no goddamn on prize for doing what she's supposed to do. That's her room. She messed it up and she gonna clean it up. She ain't gonna be nasty. She a young lady and she gonna clean up behind herself. I'm not buying no goddamn on sticker for what she's supposed to do. But that woman probably so glad to get up and get out of my face. No, I'm not buying no poster board and giving her, oh, you cleaned your room. I bet you did. Because if you don't, I'm finna go in there and get this spoon and slap you across the middle of your back like my mama did me. And shoot, talking about a sticker. I'm not, no, I ain't bought a sticker since. You didn't tell me to buy no sticker because she cleaned her room. Are you insane? That's why,
So I'm
and
gonna
that's
go ahead and get
why,
this food.
and that's why little Johnny don't know that he had 3 apples and he ate 2 and ain't got but 1 left. Little Johnny, that's why little Johnny don't know. Because you over there. No. Yeah.
Well,
But
ladies and gentlemen, yep, that's not even the half of it. Not
it's
even the
not.
half of it.
It's not. So listen, get us another topic and we will reconvene.
Yeah, yeah, this is cool.
This is going to be a weekly thing.
What? Hold on now. Yeah, we can do a week. Since you just you there making dates on September the 30th, we're gonna do this, and on November the 15th, we're gonna.
Listen, we're actually, if you come home, we're going to actually do a podcast in
No,
person.
yeah, we can do that. We can do a
We're
live.
going to actually do a podcast in person. Lord, this weave don't got a little nap out. Let me stop trying to separate that on camera because finger did this for.
Okay. Look, look. I gotta get off here. I gotta edit. I'm gonna chop this up. I'm gonna send you
All
the.
right.
This is good. I
All
love
right.
you.
I love you more.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Well, all right, y'all. As again, take care, take charge, but don't stop there. It's time to take over because it's King's kids. If anybody should be reigning and ruling, it should be us. See you guys at the top or from the top.